So Jason, you've been training in boxing for about 5 years now.
Yep.
Tell me, who is Jason Hubbard and what are you about and how did you get into boxing?
What am I about and who is Jason Hubbard? Gee, what a question. Jason Hubbard's the man. Boxers have confidence. If you're a boxer, you've got to have confidence. You know, that's who I am. Who I am is written on my forearm. Big dreams. That's me right there. I got big dreams. You know, I want to represent New Zealand for boxing. I want to be a pro boxer as well and be really rich, make heaps of money. I'm not afraid to tell people my dreams, you know, because I'm going to do it. I got confidence, you know, so that's basically who I am. I want to inspire people with my life, with my dreams. You know, I'll come up, I've been brought up sort of rough and hard and been through a lot of stuff that a lot of people out there have been through, youngsters. And I suppose for me, when I make it one day, I'm hoping that I can feed back into those people, into the youngsters, and hopefully inspire them that they can live their dreams too. So that's basically what I'm all about. So it's not really all about me, sort of is, but sort of isn't. I've got a purpose in my pursuit of my dream, and that's to help these youngsters out and show them a better way. So yeah.
Now do you find, saying that you've come from a bit of a rough background, do you find that that's where a lot of boxers come from originally?
No, because boxers come from all types of different walks of life, really. So I know a few boxers, and some of them are just guys that just, you know, we're all different, really, so you can't really put them in a box.
Okay, now breaking down a bit of a stereotype with boxing. Now, people on the outside might think that boxing's all about two guys getting their anger out. Tell me how you break down that opinion.
Well, boxing's more like, to me anyways, it's more about getting in the ring. It's like a challenge, really. To me, really, it's all about the challenge. Like, can you rise up? Can he rise up? Who's got the best brain? Who's got the best scientific moves? Who knows how to hit it? You know, it's like you got to set your man up, you know. And if you don't have the right moves, and if you don't have anything to counter his attack, then you're in trouble, you know. So it's all about in the moment too. Sometimes you get in the moment, and it's like you're so tired and your heart's beating and you're out of breath, and that's when you got to dig deep. And that's the best bit of the fight, when you're digging deep and you're giving it everything and you've got nothing left in the tank. That will separate a good boxer from just anyone. And that's really, it's not like brawling, or it's not, you know, it's just, you've got to have something more than just your hands and your skills that you learn at training. When you're fighting, that's the whole other, that's the next level you come to, is that, so.
So do you find that boxing, the mindset of boxing can be taught, or is it something that's intuition, it comes from the person? I
think it's both, eh? I think if you've got it or you don't, but some people can sort of, if you've got it, you can sort of develop it more and grow it. But yeah, you get a lot of guys that come and just go, and I don't think they really have it, but you can still learn it. I think, yeah, it's sort of two answers to that one, isn't it? I think you can learn the moves, you can learn how to do it, but if you don't have it in here, if you don't have the heart, then you'll never be a good boxer. You know, so you can have all the heart in the world and no skill, and all the skill and no heart, and you won't be anything. Now,
shadow boxing is quite an interesting training technique. Can you tell me a bit about shadow boxing, other than just using it as a warm-up and cool-down?
Yeah. Shadow boxing is really cool, because if you really know how to work it, you can use your imagination. And that's where it comes in, because if you've got an opponent and you've seen them fighting, then you could imagine them in front of you. And then you can start visualising the fight in your head. And you can sort of just start doing your shadow boxing, and you can sort of think, right, he's in front of me, he's going to throw a big overhand right, so I'm just going to step back when he throws it and then come in, bob, you know, with those a few combos. So that's really how you can use shadow boxing to your advantage. Other thing is as well, it's good to work out your timing with your punches, because if you've got good timing in your punches, you have nice flow and coordination, and if that all flows together, then your punch is more efficient, which means you use less energy. That's why it's good. That's why I like to shadow box really slow. And then it just speeds up naturally, and then the speed just flows like water. So if you're tense when you're punching, like if you're like all the time, you use heaps of energy, and it's not as effective as being nice and relaxed and just flowing. Yeah. Now
there's a specific stance that you have in boxing, I've noticed. Can you demonstrate for me that stance? Oh
yeah, it's pretty easy. This is the orthodox stance. We go left foot forward and your right foot at the back. And basically, a lot of people have got different styles. Some people fight with the hand out here and you can't really see it, and they shh. And then other people just fight with two hands up here. Other people fight with their legs close together, up high like this, hand out here. There's just heaps of different styles.
And that's just personal preference?
No, it comes down to the trainer most of the time.
Okay.
Yeah, the trainer, most fighters will reflect their trainer's style. So Yeah, and then you've got the orthodox southpaw, which is using your right hand as the lead with your right foot forward, leading off this way.
Okay, so we've talked about the stance. Now, obviously anybody can throw a punch. Can you kind of take me through the motion of a proper, correct punch and how to give them a good sock?
Oh, I don't know if I'll tell you mine, I don't know if it's right or not, but it works for me when I'm doing my thing. So there's a heaps of different punches. I'll show you the straight right. It's pretty easy. Just hand up on your jaw. Obviously this one's going to be here, but I'll just have it down for the sake. And it comes from your feet, coming up, and then out your off your shoulder, and the power comes. So really, if you're here, it's like a twist at the hip. This back leg comes through off the hip. It's all at the same time that travels up, and then as you're travelling up, all timing correctly, that shoulder comes through, bang, and snapping it back. So if you watch it slowly, it's like that, and back. But if you do it fast, it's and it, so that's just, if you can't really see it when I do it fast, but it's like that slowly, just.
It's got a snap.
Yeah, and then it's just right at the end, off. Yeah. So.
Is there any advantage to the snapback kind of punch, or like laying one right in there and sticking your hand in there and leaving it there for a wee minute? Is that going to cause more damage? Or?
Oh, it really depends on who you are and what sort of personality you have, because some people really like to do the big thumpers, the big boff, real just the hurtful punches. Then some people like just the real snappy ones. Just depends what sort of style you have, really. So, and if you can pull off the big thumpy punches like George Foreman, then you're going to destroy people. Or you can be the fast, snappy dude like Muhammad Ali. So they're both effective, just as long as you execute them perfectly. All right, yeah. Now,
how important is footwork in the ring?
Oh, footwork's it's vital. It's vital. Good boxers need to have good footwork. If you've got good footwork, you'll be an elusive fighter. And if you've got someone who's big and slow on their feet, then you can turn them around and they won't be able to hit you. So you can just pop in, pop out, move around, and they won't be able to touch you at all. So that's pretty vital to your sport.
Let's go. Nice and snappy, guys. That's it, Jay. Speed up. Hands together, keep the defence tight. Threes and fours, Jace, threes and fours. That's it, and again, keep working them, don't let them off the rope.
Ready to go.
30 seconds, guys. Let's start up the rate, up the rate. Work harder. Keep that chin down, Chance, when he's coming forward. Threes and fours, Jace.
Time.
It's time. Suck it in. You get 30 seconds, we'll do it over again. Just vary up your jabs a wee bit more, Jace. You know, 2 threes, not just one. You know, just double up the jabs a wee bit. Chance, get that chin down when he's coming forward. You're lifting your chin up. Pop it down. Pop it down. Keep the defence tight. It's good. Just speed up your feet a wee bit, Jace. And bloody, it's all looking good, guys.
Chance, you're Jason's sparring partner at the moment. Can you tell us a bit about yourself and where you've come from, where you're going with boxing?
Well, I'd like to take my boxing to as far as I can go with it. I'd love to be a world champion. I I just love it that much. I could do it all day. I'd love to do it all day.
Now, you're Jason's sparring partner today.
Yeah.
What's the transition between being the boxer and being the sparring partner?
It's kind of different because like I learn a lot of him as well. Like when he's doing things, I can pick up on him. He picks up on me. I learn off him, and if he's doing something wrong, I can help him. And when I'm doing something wrong, he helps me. And it's just yeah.
Okay, can you break down some of the equipment? Like I noticed that your hands are in wraps.
Wraps, yeah.
What's the deal with the wraps? What are they for?
They help you protect your hands, hold them. So like if you throw your hand a wee bit off, and they won't damage your hands, things like that. Yeah.
And do you wear them as well as the gloves?
Yeah, I wear them. I always wear mine underneath my gloves. I won't see me without them.
And with footwear, is that just kind of your normal gym shoe deal, or is there specific footwear designed for boxing?
Yeah, when you fight, you get you can wear different boots. I like to wear my boots, but even when I'm sparring, I wear them when I'm punching the bag. But when I'm running around, skipping, things like that, I'll be wearing my gym shoes. Yeah.
Now, talking about skipping, what's the advantage of skipping in training and boxing?
It helps your footwork a lot. You can move backwards, forwards, sideways, around, and make your own wee pins up, and that there will help you move around the ring a lot better. Make you go in and out, side to side, and different things like that. Throw your opponent off.
Now you're in a heavyweight division
Yep.
at the moment.
Yep.
Are you aiming for a lightweight?
No, I'd like to stay in heavyweight.
So,
Yeah.
heavy? So to maintain that position, what kind of diet tips do you have to kind of absorb?
Got to eat, you can't eat your junk food, can't go drinking, you got to stick with your fitness, got to go your runnings, things like that. Got to eat all your veggies, got to eat your red meat, got to eat your red meat, white meat, fish, everything like that. You just got to stay focused on that diet, and you got to keep. So it's just important to keep your fitness up as well. Keep your running, keep your sit-ups, keep your press-ups, everything like that.
And what's going on upstairs? What kind of mental fitness do you have to go through for a boxer?
God, you really actually, some nights I find you got to push yourself real hard. Like some nights you've got to make yourself go out there and go for them runs, but when you get home from work, you're just like, I really can't be bothered. I'd really just love to stay home, but you've actually got to push yourself in doing them. It can get hard sometimes, but the more you do it, it pays off so much more in the ring.
And is it easy to separate your state of mind from the ring to your day job?
Personally, I think about boxing every day. I've been caught around the ring, caught around work, like throwing punches in the air, things like that. Boss is like, what's going on with him? But boxing's going through my mind all the time.
Mm-hmm. All right, so in a sparring match, say against Jason when you're training today,
Yeah.
How are you kind of egging each other on in the match without getting a bit too aggressive?
I find when I just often I'll go back to the corner and I'll just sit there with my eyes closed and I'll just trying to psych myself up there more to be able to push myself harder. Then doing that, it'll help Jason push himself harder. So we're both getting better. Yeah, and it is hard to keep. Sometimes you do get frustrated. I get frustrated sometimes, and you just want to just take it off, but you can't. I couldn't do that. No. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
That's it, Jace. Start working them, Jace. Keep him in that corner. You're busy, Jace. Let's get busy with those hands now, mate. That's the one. Stay relaxed. Double it up. 30 seconds, start picking the rate up. Jace, get busy with those hands now. Use that jab, Chance. Keep poking that jab out on him. Finish strong, Jace, finish strong. It's time, guys. Suck it in. Do one more round. It's good, guys. Just get a wee bit busier this round, Jace. Yeah. All right, just busy with those hands. It's good work, Chance. It's good movement. Putting pressure on them.
So we're warming up, eh?
Yeah. Just put it in this round.
Okay, so Colin, you've been coaching for about 12 years now. How did you get into coaching and what's your history with boxing?
I started boxing in 1984 for Papanui Boxing Club in Christchurch. My brother dragged me along one day. He left and I stayed. So from then I boxed, had a few amateur fights and really enjoyed it. Then an old coach that I'd been working with back in those times wanted me to come down and help him out in the gym. So, which I did, and enjoyed it, did my coach's licence and opened my own club in Christchurch in 1999, the Centurion Boxing Club. So that's where I've sort of started and come from, and I'm down here now. I've been down here about 6 weeks. Opened up here, the Centurion Boxing Club, and been training the boys, and yeah, still loving it.
Can you break down the role of a boxing coach? What do you generally do in, say, a sparring match?
Sparring I look at as for learning purposes. I vary the sparring up. Some nights we'll have some hard sparring where I let the boys get a wee bit loose. Other nights it's touch sparring or shadow sparring where I expect them to try and work on all the stuff that we're trying to work on.
And so can you explain touch sparring?
Basically where gloves touch, you know. They'll go for gloves and not head and body. So they can actually come in and try and learn those moves that we've worked on without getting hammered. And you know, if you get hammered too much, it puts them off trying to learn. So it's basically a learning experience for the boxers.
Now, when you go in the ring and they're having a sparring match and you are letting them loose, how do you pull them back mentally as well as physically, obviously? But what kind of things do you have to watch out for in terms of the boxers getting a bit carried away?
Well, you soon know when they're getting carried away. They get a bit angry in there, but yeah, I'll just stop it. Just tell them to stop, put them back in their corners, let them calm down a wee bit, and then put them straight back in there again and let them go again. Just, you know, remind them it's about learning, not hurting. My runners, they're teammates, and you look after your teammates. You're there to try and help each other get better, so we have a stronger club.
So now, when you've got two boxers that you're obviously training, now we've been looking at Jason and Chance, and you're training both of them, correct?
Yes.
Now, how do you, in a sparring match, watching both of them, are you training just one at a time, or are you watching both of them?
No, I'll watch both of them. They'll both be working on different things because they're at different levels at the moment. So I'll be trying to pull both of them up to the same level, but they'll have their individual things, like, you know, one might be working on defence, the other one's working on attack. Then I'll change that around and just vary it up that way. But normally most fighters at a different stage. I like to put an experienced boy in with a not so experienced, then experienced boy will look after the other guy and help him get better, and you know, just vice versa. And
what ages do people get into boxing?
I'd start them off about 11 years old in the gym, and the cut-off age for amateur boxing is 34, so you can box up to amateur boxing right up to the age of 34. After that you can box professional, and you can box professional before that, but that's the sort of ages we look at.
Now, do you find there's any social advantage to boxing? Is there any way that it possibly calms down troubled kids, or is it just a general sport? It doesn't have much.
Well, what I found in Christchurch when I was there with a lot of the younger ones, it was a confidence. A lot of them came to me when they were getting bullied. And what happened is a lot of them were losing their self-confidence, their grades at school would start dropping, their social life would things. So with the boxing, we teach them how to defend themselves, give them a confidence and that. And I've found in the past that a lot of their grades come back up a lot happier. Don't have to prove nothing out on the street. They're fighting here often enough, so they don't have to go fighting out there. I don't encourage them to go fighting outside of boxing. But yeah, it's actually a good sport for a lot of that stuff.
So when you've got a boxer in a class, what age do they start to move into their specific class?
Well, senior, they start like Chance's 18, so he's in the senior division now. Then intermediates is about 16 up, and then you've got your juniors after that. So they just move through like that. They have their weight divisions, like Chance, he'll be in the heavyweight division, he's got a couple of Ks to lose. Jason at 88 kilos is in the heavyweight division, so anything over 91 they're super heavy, and anything come to 81 they're in the next division down. So, and we try and match them pretty closely with weight, age and experience when we match our boys for our fights.
Okay, so breaking down a few of the stereotypes in boxing, obviously to people on the outside, boxing seems to be a bit of a two guys having a bit of a brawl. What's the difference in terms of intelligence and skills in boxing to comparing to like a street brawl?
There's no comparison. Boxing's not a fight, it's actually a contest between two guys that have learned an art form that is reasonably skillful. To be intelligent does help. Boxing, I compare it to like playing chess. It's like you have to, you're always trying to think 2 or 3 moves ahead of your opponent. He's trying to set you up, you're trying to set him up. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. You've got your footwork, everything's got to come together, hands, feet, brain, brawn and skill and fitness. The comparison, a street fight is nothing like boxing. 2 minutes. Let's send it home strong, guys. Threes and fours, Jace. Fast hands. Light but fast. That's the one. Tighten up that defence. Work inside, that's nice. Keep working inside. Use that jab, Chance. Keep popping it out on him. That's the one. Take the centre of the ring again. "30 seconds to go, guys. Start picking it up again. Time. It's good work, guys. That's good. Well, that'll do is we'll do a bit of pad work, guys. It's good work. I'll grab my pads. How you going, mate? Oh.
Let yourself down. Don't let yourself go. Your last chance has arrived. Best, you got to be the
Well, that's us for this week. If you would like any more information on this course or any other, feel free to hit the team up at 0800 SIT to Learn.